Welcome back everyone to Animal Crossing New Horizon, part 21. Last episode we finally started clearing out our island, and that is what I'm going to be continuing in this episode as well. There are a couple of villager houses that I do have to move. Maybe I'll go ahead and place them on the beach to kind of clear out one part of my island to begin terraforming over there. This is definitely pretty exciting, especially since I do have an initial draft of what I want my 5-star island to look like. Definitely I have to kind of follow it, but I might make some smaller changes, mostly based on how it actually looks on this island. Right here, finally, we do have the cafe on our museum. In the last but one episode, we actually invited Brewster into our island, and this is mostly because of Blathers, who gave us an idea to invite him. Definitely pretty nice. It will also be added to my daily task where I'm gonna just visit the cafe once. As far as I know, there are a couple different items that you'll get as a gift from Brewster. I think some of them are gonna be the coffee bean. I think there is gonna be a coffee plant. I think those are pretty nice and unique items that you'll only get by talking to Brewster. So definitely I'm interested in getting those items. As usual, let me quickly check out today's shop as well as the furnitures. And it seems like we have another sofa. I am gonna quickly go ahead and buy this one as well. I think it might be a really good double sofa in the front house to have two of them instead of one. So probably I'll add that over there. As for the other items, I'm not really interested in any of them. I already have one copy of those items and I don't need to buy another one. The wallpapers and flooring once more aren't really that good, so I'm not really going to be buying any of these. Maybe this green floor one. I might be able to use this one for my second house. Either way, that's all on today's shop. Of course, we did complete a Nook Miles task right here, which I'll quickly go ahead and claim. Not bad, we are definitely adding up some Nook Miles. I'm hoping to increase this before I try spending it. So probably I'll try adding at least 50,000 Nook Miles and see what other permits for the paths that I can actually buy. Running along here, it seems like our museum is finally being moved. We did do this in the end of last episode. Definitely pretty exciting. I do have to move some of these other houses, especially Nate's as well as mine. I do have to move the Nook's Cranny as well. Let's see which ones we can move in this episode. We also have Peanut right here, and I do have to move her house as well. Once I move all of these houses and clear out all of the trees, I think that's when I can finally start building up the other levels of this island. While visiting all of my villages, it seems like Ozzy is actually busy with a DIY recipe. In this case, it's actually a food recipe rather than the normal DIY. So I'm pretty interested to see what it is. Alright, it's a cherry jam, which is pretty nice. One of the recipes that I still don't have, so I can quickly go ahead and learn this one. I think it's pretty fun talking to all the villagers every single day. It kind of increases all of their friendship on a steady level, and you can easily go ahead and get the maximum level of friendship pretty easily by doing this. I think I would definitely recommend you guys go ahead and talk to all of your villagers at least once a day if you are playing the game. Also, if you do get any kind of tasks from the villager, they will sometimes ask you to deliver a gift for another villager, or if you do pick up any lost item belonging to one of the villager, I would definitely recommend you guys go ahead and complete those scenarios. Those ones will give you more points, and I think if you have a very favorite villager, it's an easier way to get their friendship as well as the photo. To be honest, I still haven't gotten a photo from any of my villagers. And this is me talking about all the other islands that I owned before this. So definitely it's something I still have in my list, which I do want to complete. Maybe I'll be able to complete in this island. Let's see if that happens. As for the daily outfit, I think this one will do for today. I usually like the red colored dresses in this game, and definitely this one looks super pretty. We also do complete a Nook Miles task, which is pretty helpful. Right now, making my way out, I did skip the mailbox for today, so I definitely have to check it out. I think today is the first episode where I missed checking it at the beginning of the game, which I guess could be because of the lighting in this game, because it's sometimes a bit difficult to kind of see it right there. Alright, seems like we do have a present from Gulliver, whom we did save in the last episode. Let's quickly check out what kind of item we got. Ooh, not bad. This one does suit me, but I'm not gonna wear it for now. Definitely surprising to get a clothing item. I was expecting either the treasure chest or the pirate barrel that you could actually get. Either way, I think it's still pretty fine. The next thing I wanted to complete was checking out the resident services building. This is another thing that I like to do, especially checking out the recycling box as well as Nook Stop. Hopefully I do have a really good item that I can buy for today. Usually when I come to Nook Stop, I only check for seasonal items as well as the album cover. I really like the song KK Bubblegum. I'm hoping to find that one here. Unfortunately, I haven't really found it yet, so maybe in the future we'll get a chance to buy it. Since we are already here, I'll quickly go ahead and withdraw some money as well. Unfortunately, I don't have 10,000 bells, and that's what you actually need in order to move a house. So since I do have the money, I can finally go ahead and talk to Tom Nook and start moving out the houses. After looking at all of the houses that I can actually move for today, I think I'm gonna go for a island house. In this case, it will be Nate's house. We do still have the shop to move as well as my own home, but I'll focus on moving out the villager houses first before I come to the others. Alright, as usual, we do have to have Nate come here and agree to move his house, which usually does happen, but you do have to make sure you have 10,000 bells before you do this. To be honest, I have no idea where I'll move his house to. All I know is I want to keep his house next to the beach. Hopefully we do have some space right next to Flo's house, or I might have to find some other place for his house as well. Now that we have paid the bills, we do get a moving kit which will help us move his house. Let's quickly make our way out. Since we are moving only his house, I think I have a perfect spot for him. Let's quickly make our way over there and pitch his moving kit. Here we are. This is where I was thinking of placing his house. It's right next to the entrance of the island, and it does have enough space for only one house. So I think this is perfect for it. So that's where we are gonna move Nate to for now. Pretty cool. Unfortunately, we do have to time travel to the next day in order to do any other moves. I might be able to move my own house, but I'm not still sure about it. I'll check with Tom Nook once, see if we can move any other house. If not, I will try and move or time travel to the next day to continue this. Well, after the daily task, unfortunately, I was not able to move any other house. So I did have to time travel to the next day. Right here, Isabel is announcing about Brewster, who has finally opened up Best Cafe. Finally, I think we can go ahead and visit it, check out his coffee and the various dialogues that we do get for our character based on the temperature of the coffee that we drink. I think that conversation is pretty funny as well. This time I'm playing the game a bit late. It's around 5 p.m. in the clock. And I think this one makes the island look much prettier. We do have a present. Let's check it out. It's actually a rattan vanity. Not bad. It's one of those items that I think I do enjoy using. After all, we do have a set of different items that are coming under it, so it's pretty nice. I'll quickly go ahead and save it into the storage. Once again, while talking to my villagers, it seems like Ozzy is doing another DIY. Pretty surprising considering he is here on my island for the third day. This time he is building a carp on a cutting board. Alright, I will take the DIY and I guess I'll craft it for my kitchen. I was not expecting this DIY and I think this is the first time I'm actually getting this one. So I'm interested to see how it looks. Alright, that is what I expected. Alright, I'm wondering how it's a DIY recipe and not a cooking recipe. It looks more like a cooking one. But let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Either way, let me continue the daily task and make my way to resident services building. Once again, while running around, I did find another lost item. This time it seems much like a pouch, but let's see to whom it actually belongs to. In this case, we have Elvis right here. Let's see if it is his. Most likely it won't be his, considering that is most the case. In this case, it actually belongs to Flo. No problem, we can actually find her out. Now, if you did see a lot of fossils in my inventory, the main reason for it was before I try and travel to the next day in this episode, I forgot to assess and donate my fossil. That's why I think I have around 10 fossils right now. We can definitely quickly go ahead and assess them and see if we can donate any one of them in this episode, or to be more specific, in this day. Also, this butterfly right here, I think it's the emperor butterfly. I'm not sure if I did donate it. Maybe I have done that in the last episode, but we can still check it out. Here's an update on all the snow DIY items I was able to collect in the last few days. We have around 6 of them, which is pretty nice. I think there are a couple more, around 5 more, and I'm pretty excited to get those as well. Maybe if I am able to completely create a perfect snowman, I think I'll get all of the DIY recipes. Here we are. We have moved our museum in the last episode and this place is pretty cool. I think it's a really good place for my museum. I am planning to keep my museum at the end of the island, but I'm not really sure if I want it to be in the left or the right side of the island. My last island, which I did reset, had the museum at the top left. So I think I might do the museum this time in the top right, but let's see how that goes. Anyway, talking to Blathers, he's pretty happy to see Brewster here. And we are able to kind of see the entrance of the cafe as well. We can definitely go ahead and visit him, but before that, let's quickly assess all of these fossils. Hopefully I can donate a couple of them at least. Ooh, alright. It seems like we do have a couple that we can donate. Pretty nice. If not, I think it would have given me quite a lot of bells, which is pretty cool as well. But I definitely want to complete my fossil collection. We have 6 of them. Not bad. Most of them are from today, since the fossils that I do have over there in the right side were from today. So it's pretty cool to see we are able to donate at least 6 of them. Unfortunately, I forgot to donate the bug, so I do have to donate once again. This time it's a tiger beetle. These ones are pretty, I guess you could say, common. I'll be able to see them more in spring, which is coming pretty soon. I think in a couple of days the snowing will stop and we'll have the spring weather. We'll be able to see them more that time, but I think I'll be able to donate this one right away. Making our way to the cafe, it is looking pretty amazing. Definitely, there are quite a few decors that I think we probably will not be able to get for ourselves, but it's pretty cool to see it right here. As usual, the cup of coffee is gonna be 200 bells, which I think is a bit costlier, but I will take it. After all, we do get some amazing dialogues with Brewster right here. There are different times where Brewster will offer pigeon milk, which you could definitely try as well. Personally, I am more interested in the items that we'll get from Brewster the more time we actually visit him. So I'm interested to see what we might get. There we go. That is all on the cup of coffee. Once we have visited him 3 days in a row, he'll go ahead and give us a cup of coffee in the counter as well by standing right here. It's gonna be a bit costlier, around 300 bells, but I still think it's pretty cool. Also, let's zoom into these photos. I'm pretty interested to see what they are. One is from KK Slider. The other one is from the old Brewster house. It's actually his shop. And the last one is of Brewster and Blathers. Pretty nice. That is a really good detail on the wall right there. And I think it's super cool to see it. We can also zoom in the other parts of the shop itself. And as you can see, there are a couple different items that you do see here, which we will never be able to get, but I think it's pretty nice. Unfortunately, I did sit on of these reserved seats. They are only reserved for kind of sitting with a villager that you might invite using amiibo cards. In this case, I don't really have any yet, so I won't be able to invite anyone. But in the future, I'm planning to buy some, so probably I'll have a villager coming over. Either way, that's all on the new cafe. Pretty exciting. It's something I'll do every single day when I do visit the museum. And let's see if we'll be able to get some special items from Brewster as well. Since we have completed all the daily tasks for this particular day, I finally decided to go ahead and talk to Tom Nook. Now, I did actually think about this, and I think I'll actually move Ozzy's house today and not Peanut's house. I think clearing out the front part of the island would be better than just randomly picking out the villager house. So let's go ahead and move his house. As for Ozzy, I think he looks pretty cool, and definitely his house is somewhat unique. Not something I would definitely have as the interior furnitures, but I think it's still pretty cool, and I definitely enjoy having him in my island. As usual, Ozzy is here, and he is definitely gonna agree with us. Pretty cool. Since I like Ozzy, I think I'll keep him right next to Flo. Flo is already on the beach, so I don't have to move her house. Maybe we'll try and find a place right next to her and try to see if we can have another house over there. As for Peanut's house, I think I'll move her house in the next episode with Midge. We do have to move Midge's house as well, which is right next to Ozzy's house. Making my way to the ocean, here is Flo's house, and I think I can try to keep it as close as to her house. Unfortunately, it says it's too much closer to water. Let me try this once again. And yep, we can place Ozzy's house right next to Flo's house. I'm not too worried about the distance, so I'll quickly go ahead and place it right here. After all, we still have to fit the rest of the houses and shops on this island somewhere where it does not stop me from terraforming the island. Either way, we are up to the 20 minutes mark, which is what I've been following for the last few episodes. And I think this is a good place for me to end out this one. In the next episode, we'll continue clearing out the rest of the houses as well as the shop and see how it goes. Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, please like and subscribe to my channel. If you'd like to support me more on Patreon, check out the links in my description. And I'll see you guys in the next one.